Absolutely, because every piece of content that you publish should lead back to your goals. That's why having a clear brand and content strategy as the foundation is a must for me. It's okay to start messy and figure things out, but the sooner you'll get to this, the sooner you'll also start seeing results. Because, it's nice to have fun, and maybe some people just want to have fun. It's okay too. But if you want to build a business, I believe that every piece of content you publish should be intentional and eventually fuel your goals.
I agree. How do you then approach the collaboration or content creation with your client? I assume you develop content strategy profile, but can you maybe describe it a bit more? How you approach it, how you do it, maybe what makes you different from other people, how you do it?
Yes, mostly how I work with clients is that I help them with positioning and content strategy. So as I mentioned in the beginning, I put together a framework that was missing for me to build the core of my own brand. So I use these 4 core elements in that: story, who you are; clarity on your insight, which is how you see things differently than everyone else in your industry; the connection with your audience you want to impact; and finally, how you show up with your messaging and content. So these 4 core blocks. And based on that, we work on content strategy, which is setting goals, aligning these goals with the target audience that your content needs to reach to achieve your goals, and also the signals you need to send to these people, whether you need to get attention, whether it's necessary to create connection or build trust. So we balance this out. So that's the strategic part. And of course, I think the most important thing is to find a sustainable rhythm that suits you. It might be 1 or 2 times a week of posting, but whatever you can keep up with. So no one can force you to go in on daily posting or posting 5 times a week. Just do whatever you can keep up with. It has to be sustainable. So that's the most important part. Once we pick the right rhythm, then I also help them with writing. So that's the whole thing.
Yep, I mean, that's what it should be like. Have strategy behind it. Again, don't post just for the sake of posting, because then don't be surprised if it doesn't work if you put it out there just I don't know, to put it out there. I like the approach, clearly thinking about it, and understandably, I assume that's something that you follow as well, so you know that it works.
Well, it has brought me here today, so I would say that it works.
And Riin, what will be your take on AI? Because AI is everywhere, AI is progressing, it's part of our life, work, and everything. How do you see that? Are you someone who is interested in it? Not? So, how do you look at it?
I'm definitely interested in the developments, and I'm also a person who will never share a Claude prompt in my LinkedIn post. So I'm on both sides. I think it's
Finally, someone.
yes, it's stupid to ignore what's happening and how it can help us be more efficient. But in building your brand, you are the person you build yourself around. So the input should come from your identity and your story, your vulnerabilities, your key moments in life that you have been through, these recurring themes that keep popping up in your life, like how you have changed as a person, like everything that makes you you, and no robot can replace that. And it's very efficient to get a post in 10 seconds. It's super time efficient. But the thing is that people you want to connect with, your readers, they are not looking for efficiency. They are looking for connection, and they are looking for someone to make them feel seen and heard and understood. And in my experience, AI content doesn't do it justice. The writing process should be painful. It's okay to sit with your thoughts for 30 minutes and write 3 or 4 drafts, because the thought process is what makes us different. AI cannot replace your emotions, your taste, your POV, your opinion, your perspective. It doesn't know what it means to put your feet in the sand. It hasn't had a heartbreak or a first kiss, everything that makes us us. When you look at what AI does, it's built to predict. GPT literally means that it's generative pre-trained transformer. So it's trained on some data, and its task is to minimize errors, minimize like losses, and predict the next word. So if you look at it like that, then I would say that if you want to build a brand that stands out instead of blending in, you should trust your story more.
It's well said. I like the points. I agree. I think don't forget that the more, let's say, like AI content or this soulless content there is, the easier it is going to be to actually stand out for you. If you are the one who uses your story, who, yes, might be still using AI, but still not to replace, but maybe just to help. So in the end, if there is more AI content, take advantage of it and be more personal, more human. And I think it might help you to stand out.
Just to like second your thought that the biggest advantage in 2026 is just be human. Already that
It's
stands out. So
it,
who would have
it
guessed?
it's funny that such a thing, just be human, be yourself, is the biggest advantage, but that's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against AI. It has many benefits. Like I use it to research, to analyze, to summarize my meetings and stuff like that, but I don't trust my writing or my brand to AI. And you mentioned that we see a lot of posts in the feed that are written with AI, but even more so comments. People forget that comments are also part of your positioning and part of your brand because you build your
Mhm.
reputation, and it's so easy to ruin it.
Yep, I agree. I don't want to seem like a hater of AI or something. I use it as well.
Either.
I'm, all the time and a lot, but I see it myself too, whether it's posts that don't tell you anything are, I don't know, long and look terrible, sometimes generated images that look really bad as well. And obviously I engage with people, so I see it in the comments and I read it every day, the comments. And I just, even if someone texted like a little comment with even mistakes, it doesn't matter their POV or whatever, it would be more appreciated or even more memorable to me than comment that summarizes the post and doesn't tell me anything. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to answer to this. So I just want
Hmm.
to remind people to use it, but don't use it as a replacement, use it as an enhancement.
Completely so. The output is only as good as the input. So don't forget that you are the person who does quality control.